Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Inside F&M Wrestling. I'm Brad Weltmer here for GoDiplomats.com, and joining me as always is Franklin Marshall head wrestling coach Mike Rogers. Mike, thanks for taking the time out to sit down here with us today.
Yep, no problem.
Based on how busy your schedule's been the last few weeks, last weekend was pretty light for your team. You traveled down to Princeton to take on the Tigers. Your team's really battled in the early going. They took 3 out of the first 5 bouts, but then Princeton followed with a few pins and major decisions to close out the contest with a 34-10 score. So what positives can you take away from a match like that, and which of your wrestlers really stood out for you?
Again, I think the one guy that's been really consistent, and every time he goes out there, he's been chipping away and getting a little bit better, is Jason Binger, 125-pounder. He started off the match with working hard and got a major for us, get us on the right track. And every time he goes out there, he gets a little bit better, and he's really taken a lot of the instruction and coaching and implement it into his wrestling. 33, we're still kind of figuring that weight out. We got Scott Stevens and Robert Ruiz are kind of battling back and forth. We had a wrestle off last week. Scott won the wrestle off, which we're going to give him a couple options, to go. And then same thing at 84. We got Paul S. and Greeny and Adam Schroeder still kind of battling, trying to work for the spot, which is a good situation, having this late into the season, guys still kind of challenging each other for the spot. Same thing at 97, Isaiah and Chuck are still kind of pushing each other. But 25 was a good win for us. 33 was a close. We lost that one close, and then Rick went out there and got us back on the board again, and then Andrew Morano really looked. I think Andrew's finally wrestling back to his pace of wrestling. He takes a lot of shots, and part of his weaponry, if you would say, is just his engine. He wrestles really hard. He takes a lot of shots, and I think he just wore the kid out and ended up getting us a nice win at 57. But yeah, the 65, it comes down to our guys are just stopping in certain situations, and Rob King did a great job. A guy got on a takedown, he fought it off, and then kid got on another shot, and he just relaxed and got caught in a cradle, and you can see when the momentum shifts, and that's one thing about dual meets. The momentum can go either way. If it's going in your favor and your guys are really performing well, it kind of carries over to the guy behind them. If it starts going the other way, it's hard to kind of get that back. And we kind of saw that 65 and 74. Going in 84 and heavyweight, we kind of the wheels kind of came off. And it's kind of tough after a long weekend. I mean, we were down in Davison, and then we went to George Mason and wrestled the Citadel. And even though we had a week to kind of recover, it's you're not really in sync. We got back late on Monday, and it takes a while for those guys to kind of turn around. But that's those things you need to do at a Division I program. You got to be able to wrestle tough competitions week in, week out, on and off the road. So it was a good experience for guys. A good conference. It's good to see those guys. They're in their conference, so we're going to see them. There's no avoiding them, so we have to put our hands on them at some point in time. So it's good to see them now. Make some adjustments. If we see them, later in the conference, hopefully we can improve some of those performances.
And then your dual meet season's rapidly coming to a close here. You got Drexel this Saturday. So talk a little bit about that matchup and what you're expecting out of your guys this weekend.
Drexel's always a good match for us. We've always seen them match up well with them. They're a nice, solid program, and the new coach, Azevedo, has been doing a great job of building that program up. And, just on paper, I would say we're probably strong in 2 weights. They're probably strong in maybe 3 weights. It's comes down to the same old story. We got to win a lot of close matches. We can't give up the bonus, and we have to go for the bonus when the opportunity's there. And I think that's going to be the difference in the matches. There's going to be a lot of close fight, scrap matches, and we got to come out on top of those. We've been getting close on one of those matches, but it comes down to 1 or 2 points, 1 or 2 situations where we don't seal the deal in some situations. So hopefully that's what we've been working on is really our bottom wrestling and wrestling matches, winning them close, and hopefully we can see some of those adjustments going into Drexel. But it's going to be. I think it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be an exciting match. Each weight class, I think, is going to be competitive.
And then you have an event coming up. Do you want to talk a little bit about that before the Drexel match?
Yeah, at the Drexel match, actually, we have a lot of alumni and fans in that area, in the Phil area. It's not that far. It's kind of Rick Durso's backyard, so to speak, Melbourne Prep kid. So what we're going to do, we're having a little social for the match at the Landmark Americana, I believe it's called. You can get more information on the website. But at 4 o'clock, we're going to start a social before the match. It's right there by the arena, so anyone that wants to partake and sit and listen to me talk again. It's more of a, just kind of where the program was before I got here, the 4 years since we've been working on the program, the growth of the program, and just kind of what our vision, where we see the program going forward. I think it's just nice for, I think people that they read on paper and they see the matches, but actually get a chance to talk with me and some of my coaching staff and ask questions about our vision and what we see, what's going to benefit the program, and what our vision is for the program. So it's an opportunity for anyone in that area to stop in, and if they want to go to the social, that'd be great. It starts at 4 o'clock. Program, I'll start speaking about 4:30. The match starts at 7 o'clock. So if they can't make the social, we'd love for them to make the match. If they make them both, that'd be great.
And for more information on that event, follow the link at the bottom of this week's preview. And thanks for sitting down here with us today, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in here with us. Be sure to like F&M Wrestling on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and subscribe to the GoDiplomats YouTube page.